So I'm out here on the Rio Grande today in New Mexico near the Robledo Mountains. I'm came out here, let the boys play in the sandbar, and we're gonna go. They're gonna take their nap, go to one of our favorite breweries on the way back towards El Paso. But while they're napping, I wanted to make this video about how to start practicing tracking. Like, what are the things, the simple, quick little things to do to start practicing your tracking. So that's what today's video is over. But first, the ammunition you used in today's video, provided by Nautilus Ammunitions, made in Florida, USA. They just came out with their new 300 Blackout Subsonic line, as well as their jacketed hollow point 9mm self-defense ammunition line. And their self-defense, the jacketed hollow point, comes in 50 round boxes instead of those 25 round boxes that you normally get defense ammo in. That way you don't have to buy 2 boxes to make up for 2 mags, right? So thanks to them for providing the ammunition, and the electronics carried used today's video were provided by Brownells. Thanks to them. Check out the link tree in my bio on my Instagram for links to both their pages. Thanks to those guys for providing the awesome kit and ammunition to be able to do stuff like this. All right. So today's video is how to start practicing your tracking skills, regardless of where you are. The first thing you want to do is find public land. You know, you don't have to do it in kit. You don't have to do it with a rifle. You don't have to do it in gear. You want to find public land, state park, even a national one you can utilize. Because the whole point is, for practicing tracking, is finding a well-used area. It's part of the reason why I wanted to do it here, because this area, there's a trail up there towards a cave called Geronimo's Cave, which is Geronimo, 1885, running away with his band of warriors away from the U.S. Army, came up here to the Robledo Mountains, disappeared into this cave. The American soldiers followed him, got to the entrance of the cave, figuring out how to flush him out, and then shortly after, Geronimo and his braves started shooting at them from out nowhere near the cave, higher up on the mountains. So there are people who have gone, but it's an extensive cave network, and there's a theory that it pops out somewhere, and that's how the Braves were able to get the drop on the soldiers from Fort Selden, right up the road from where we are right here. So anyway, this is a well-traveled part of riverbed for the Rio. Lots of vehicle tracks, animal tracks, footprints. So that's why I wanted to do this quick video. You find somewhere that's heavily trafficked, you pick a set of prints, and you just follow it. We're not talking about does the animal have to pee, you know, how fast are they going. I'm just talking about picking one set of tracks and just following it for however long, however far you can follow it. Because the other thing too is, say you're tracking an individual, a group or something on like a heavily trafficked road, like a dirt road. You don't want to lose that. You want to be able to maintain that focus on those specific tracks and not lose where they're going, right? So that's the first thing. And the second thing is to, while you're practicing that, following that, you want to maintain your situational awareness around you. Whether you have gear, a kit, a rifle, or anything else, you want to maintain your situational awareness around you, because that's the main part of, I don't want to say combat tracking, I want to say like real world tracking, is you don't want to just be, you want to follow those tracks, and you do not want to lose them, right? Regardless of how heavily trafficked the area is. But you want to maintain your situational awareness around you, so that in a real situation, if you're following them and all of a sudden the group that you're following is 10 yards in front of you, and they have stopped and they have set up their ambush because they know that somebody's potentially going to be following them, counter-tracking them. If you're not situationally aware of what's going on around you, they're going to get the drop on you. So those are the two things. So you want to go to a public place, state park, a national park, national forest, a state forest, somewhere like this where this is kind of like federally controlled land. It's public land, but it's federally controlled. The Rio, the different sections of the Rio is a very interesting and diverse body of water and land altogether. It's weird. So you want to find a public place. You want to find a set of tracks. Like I said, you don't need gear. You don't, like, there's no one else out here. There generally isn't, except like in the winter months because of how hot it gets out here and everything. But you don't want to be, you also want to kind of keep it on the low down, if that makes sense, when you're going to a place like a state park or something. Especially if you don't have gear. You're not the gray man, but you just kind of want to follow the tracks, looking up, observing around you, keeping your situational awareness around you, you know, and then situational awareness. You want to be following your tracks, looking up, looking around, maintaining compass, especially if you're following like deer tracks in the woods, compass to maintain your bearing. So that maybe if the deer's going in a wide circle and you're hyper fixated on the tracks, you may end up fucking completely turned around and not know literally which way is up. So there's that. So I just want to show you guys some of the tracks that I've been following, just to kind of give you a you know, hey, this is how you do it kind of thing. So hold on. So you see, here's some of the tracks. It's gone back quite a ways, but you can see it's ATV tracks. Now that's not necessarily going to be everywhere, but these are some of the tracks I've been following down here. I followed a set of footprints, and then I got on these ATV tracks, and I've been following this along. You can see this looks like two bikes maybe, but these are some ATV tracks, and you stick with one set and you don't deviate from them. So see where they're going to converge up here with another set. So that's where I'll turn and I'll head back the other way to look for a pair of. So then see, this is the main area where you can see that the ATVs have traversed, however you want to put it. So there you go. Those ATV tracks, you can see there's a ton of paw prints, footprints, but not very well defined. Makes it harder to follow. So let's turn right here at the water, and then here you go, look. Fresh footprints. There you go, see, fresh footprints. You just follow them, those are both, that looks like that might be a sandal. A keen type sandal maybe, with that kind of tread. There's your paw prints, and so they go and they cross over into that dry area. So there you go, that's what I'm talking about, finding a set of tracks and just following one specific set of tracks. So see, there was a variety of different tracks. You don't have to follow them for miles and miles if you don't want to. You can also, one of the things I remember in a video I did almost a year ago now, I had used multiple different types of footwear and shown using multiple different types of footwear, the way that the tracks are created and stuff. So you can also practice. I made a Instagram post recently, though, a week or two ago, about the different treads on shoes. And you can practice looking up whatever you want to look up in your area. Do you want to look up hiking shoes? Do you want to look up military footwear, etc.? Learn what those patterns look like, those sole patterns look like, and utilize that in your tracking, right? So yeah, so simple how to get into tracking. You just, public place where there are tracks. Number one, public place where there are tracks. You go there, find a set of tracks, and you just follow it. You're practicing following, maintaining that one set of tracks, not a multitude of things, right? That one set of tracks. Number two, maintaining your situational awareness. Bringing a compass would behoove you to be able to maintain, you know, where you're heading, your literal heading, where you're heading, but also situational awareness, whether you've got a gun or not, around you, you know, where are ambush points, where would the opposition stop, Where should I stop? Where's my cover? Where's my concealment, etc.? Situational awareness. That's it. Those are the two basic things to start practicing tracking, because it takes a while to get good at it. I'm all right. I'm not a master. I can follow a pretty, depending on the terrain. The desert fucking sucks. The desert sucks. This is all right. But there you go. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Nice little quick video for the weekend. I'm gonna head back the way, follow a different set of tracks back. So, all right. Thank you guys for watching.